Heyo, it's me, your best friend Jamie, and yes, that's my intro. So I've been playing a lot of Vertigo, and I got a lot of shit I want to share about it. So first of all, if you ever want to smoke off this boost, come to this corner down here, look at the left side of this cloud that looks like a butt, throw it, and it soars into there. Alright, we gotta move on to the next thing already. So, let's say you're a baller, and like every single person on this map, you plant the bomb here. If you want to molly it from lower, or stairwell, as the callout's called, I just call it lower. See where this little railing goes, follow it up, and then aim about midway. I don't really know how to describe it. I guess where this red thing is, you kind of aim in the middle of that where they would intersect. And, oh, I guess you didn't really see it that much because I was talking. And your molly just kind of works, so we're gonna try it this time. Yeah. A little bit higher, I guess. And it bounces off the barrel and it mollies it off perfectly. I'm in God mode, so I won't die. I will fire. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. So, if you wanna... But there's a little... This is just a general video, so there's gonna be a lot of shit I need to cover. There's a gap in this wood, or like these planks here, in the tarp. So you can actually see into, the mid a little bit. And just to show you that, like, you can definitely see... I don't really have another person here. I don't really think you could hit a shot because it's a kind of small gap, but if you do, hey, nice, good shot, good shit. But, if you crouch, you can see through this one, which is even more because you can kind of wiggle to the left a little bit, whereas with this one you can't really because it just shows you the wall here. I don't really know what I'm saying, but this is a gap, it exists. It's pretty good for getting information, but not really for getting kills, because it's really hard. Okay, let's say that you are on a site, and this is probably going to take me a few tries, but you can actually smoke off this back platform, because this platform gives you a really good angle on there, especially if you crouch. There's a little, like, thing back here that you can crouch on top of. It's pretty gay, so we're going to smoke it off. You come over here, you get lined up with this, you sit right on top of that little dot, and then you look at the middle of this thing, and then you, as soon as you walk forward, you throw, because it only needs a tiny bit of effort, like oomph, and I got it first try. Okay, nice. It's really hard to get consistently, and so far that's the only smoke I've really found. And by the way, I don't have a jump bind, so none of these smokes are gonna have jumps, just because I think that, I don't know, I just haven't gotten a jump bind, to be honest. So another simple smoke for A is you get into this corner and you look at these little panels. Smoke's off the left side, which is very nice. Another easy smoke for A is same corner. There's a couple ways to do this one, but you just look at this little thing that's kind of protruding down there, and it travels all the way to the door. Now let's say that you've got your teammates and you can't really do that because you're both in the same position. You can drop down on top of these sandbags, look at the same pillar thing, and it's pretty much the same lineup. But this one does a little cool bounce. But they both smoke off the door with quite good efficiency. So all in all, you'd need like 3 smokes for A. I'm trying to find a good smoke. I think actually I can remember it right now. I found a smoke earlier for the center of the site, but I think it was something like this. Maybe. That's kind of just the same shit. Whatever. I'll find a smoke for this, and I'll update you guys on it, because that'd be a very useful smoke. Actually, if you don't mind, I think I have a theory real quick. What if you just aim, like, right here? Where does that go? Is that another door smoke? That's another fucking door smoke, okay. Another cool thing for A site is that if you get all the way in the back corner here, stand up, and you look at this, piece of wood, the top right corner of it, you can do a wall bang into the doorway, and let me actually hit it real quick. So I don't look like... Oh, yeah, you don't need to be in this corner. You need to be here, because if you're in that corner, it won't work. So you look at the same corner of wood, you shoot, and then it goes all the way through the doorway perfectly. It's a pretty nutty wallbang. You can hit someone for 80, because the wood takes away a little bit of the health. In case you don't already know, on A-Site, if you look at this little arrow, that arrow shows you exactly where the box kind of... You know what I mean? Like the box ends, and you can actually hit people. There's a little indication here for where you can wallbang people who are on this little ramp thing. It's also pretty useful, just to spray if you hear people. Another pretty neat thing on A-Site. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm pretty sure if I just do that, that'll smoke off the middle of the site. Yeah, that's right. So if you're down here and you look at kind of the tip of this piece of wood and line it up with the middle of the beam, you kind of get that smoke, which gives you enough... that was a shitty one, actually. I'm not making these up as I go. Oh, yeah, you look at the middle of the cinder block. That's how you get it to go farther. Why does it keep hitting that wall? I'm so confused. Oh, because it's not going high enough. Huh. So if you look at, like, with the top of the cinder block. There we go. Yeah, I'll find it another time. I can't find it. I'm kind of wasting time already. So let's just go. If you're a CT, this angle... Okay, if you're a terrorist holding B site, this angle is super good. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I got a knock on my door. This isn't gonna be, like, edited, because I'm bad at editing and shit, so, just a quick and dirty rundown of all the tips I found on Vertigo so far. So if you're on B-site and you're holding the B-site, this is really good because you can look into CT, and they have to come around this angle, because if you walk around this door, you can't clear it without walking around that angle, or peeking that angle. So as a CT, if you're on A-site, a really useful smoke is this one. You just get in the corner, you look at the center of that cloud, and it smokes off right there. So you can actually, if you're just stuck there, instead of having to go all the way around here to get to mid, the arguably better position for peeking B-site, you can instead just throw it, and then you can run around here, and you can also clear out CT. It takes about the same time all in all, but it's just a useful smoke because you can get to mid, and then you can flank these people really easily. Speaking of flanking and peeking stuff, so let's say you have this smoke up again, but you want to peek the people on the railing. If you jump onto this, like, orange thing over here, this little, like, bit of fencing, you can see over into the, you can see it through the gap. Like, you can see a few of the people here. Now, unfortunately, if they're all the way in the corner, you are unable to actually see them, which is a bit sad. But if they're kind of standing here, you can see their shoulders a bit, and you can definitely, like, hit them through this, because you can wallbang this if you hit it, like... Can you wallbang this? Oh, yeah, you can. For some reason, you can't wallbang this, because this is, like, too thick or whatever, but you can wallbang the red bars, which is what's important. So, yeah. Another kind of neato smoke, if I can throw it correctly. If not, I'm just gonna abandon it and not waste time. Yeah, no, I failed it. Okay, whatever. We're not gonna waste time on that shit. So if you are a terrorist, another cool thing you can do is if you are, shit, what was it? Oh, okay, so you're a terrorist and you're on A-site. If you want to smoke off the connecting route, you just kind of look into this little corner there, you get into this corner on the pole, and now you can get here for free. It completely smokes off this angle for CTs, so rotating CTs are just fucked, because if they come and jump up here, it's kind of good, but you can, if you're holding the angle here, they're not going to win that. So that's a really good angle to hold. Another thing is, if a terrorist is sitting here, you can wallbang them, because this wall is hella thin, and it's right behind the light fixture, which is another thing that's really useful. You can actually jump onto this light fixture. You used to be able to boost, but they put a few like things there so that you can't really boost there anymore. But if you jump onto this, oh, did they? Fuck, I think they patched it already. Damn it, they patched it. Fuck, or maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I'm gonna say in this video that are probably gonna get patched. Another one that I'm gonna say that's probably gonna get patched very soon is this cheeky little shit. If you can't tell what I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at B-Site through a very tiny crack. And you can kill people through that crack. I've killed someone through that crack on Vertigo. You can't see it that well through this side, but you can kind of see that crack, but you can't really see this tiny pixel gap. If you get a friend to boost up here, like so you're both on this fence and then you boost, you get a pretty good angle onto this like fencing into B-Site, and it's pretty good. If you are a terrorist and you want to molly the site, here's another molly you can do. That kind of mollies a little bit of the site. It also mollies the same position, because everyone plants here for right now. Everyone plants like right here, so that's a good molly. But sometimes it spreads a little wonky, so you can't actually molly the whole site. It's a little bit iffy right now. Everything I'm saying is a little bit iffy, because a lot of the stuff I'm saying is stuff I found. Because I'm probably one of the only people who's actually like doing a lot of shit. Speaking about things I found, so you can actually hide behind this doorway. You just gotta be careful because your guns sometimes will glitch through the door for whatever reason. You can shoot this door, in case you didn't know. It's destroyable. It just takes a lot of shots, apparently. But it is definitely destroyable, so you can shoot it and then get this little gap in the center, and then you can get a really nasty angle there. A nastier angle, however, is if you boost on top of the door. If you boost on top of the door, you get this angle into mid. You can't do this boost on the other side because the doorway is like this, so like you can't, obviously, you can't boost up there. But if a CT, this is how you get the boost to go really quickly. You get one CT to run through here, he runs through mid, and then he opens the door this way, and then have another CT sit here, like crouched, like kind of behind the door. If you really want to get it consistently, you can just crouch in this corner, the door will still open this way, and then the other CT jumps up here and then jumps up onto that door, and then it's really quickly. You can get the boost done in like 10 seconds, which is long before any terrorist can actually run out here and peek you, because they'd have to peek you all the way out here. And the angle is right there. Very tiny, very hard to see. In case you didn't know, you can throw flashbangs through these ceiling tiles into the... Okay, unless you're fucking dumbass. But you can throw flashbangs through here to flash into mid. That's kind of neato, I guess. If you want, like... So, I've been trying to find a smoke to smoke off this angle, but I don't know. Can't really find anything. I'm having trouble theory crafting that one, Chief. So let's say that a CT team is being really absurdly abusing this one boost here that Valve still haven't like patched or whatever. They kind of did with that tile, but they didn't really. What you can do is, if this is smoked off, you can boost on top of this, get a teammate, boost up here, and you can actually see their head sticking over it. I tested this with friends, so we know it's possible. You can see their head. I haven't actually done it in like matchmaking, but that is like a counter boost you can do. Another counter boost you can do, I don't really know, to be honest. It's a really shitty angle to have to fight because it's so hard to see with all the shit that's like up here. But yeah, I've got a few more like tiny nuggets. So there's a very tiny angle where, I don't know if this has any use, but there's a very tiny angle in CT spawn where you can shoot the wood and it travels all the way through CT spawn. Okay, I just fucked it up that time. I'm trying my hardest to find like a lineup in T side where you can wallbang all the way through CT spawn But, I'm having, as you can tell, I've been having a lot of difficulty with that. Because it's literally... Okay, never mind. We just found it, boys. Okay, so let me, really quickly recreate that shit. So you lined up along the edge of this pillar, and then I aimed to, like, the right of this. Okay, we found it live, boys. You'd have to aim a little bit lower, but that is a wallbang that goes all the way through a CT spawn, mid, and shit, and it's pretty good. Another wallbang. You can wallbang through these elevators with an op and a scout. AKs and M4s will only go through the empty one. AKA, if you are on this side, it's the one with the barrels in front of it, these little things in front of it. And if you're on the other side, it's obviously the one with the empty door inside of it. But you can wallbang every single one of these elevator doors. Every single one of them. Just demonstrating. Obviously. But these three have shit in front of them that'll reduce the damage. But yeah. Also, you can break these. In case people didn't know. Every single light fixture can be broken. Like, you know what I mean by, like, these can be broken. So that's pretty neat, I guess. So if you're in lower ramp, you can actually wallbang the floor in certain areas. Actually, wait. Oh, well, if you're in here, you can wallbang the floor. So let me just go through here. Oh, it's like up here. Yeah, you can wallbang through the floor right here. You can actually do a lot of wallbanging. It's kind of like Nuke, I guess, where you can wallbang from like B site to A site, or you know what I mean, like A and B. You can wallbang like upper and lower because the floors are kind of thin, but it's only in this like concrete, fancy schmancy ceiling, flooring shit. You can also do something similar over towards B site. This entire staircase is bangable, just in case you didn't know. That's kind of about it, I guess, for my first video of tips and tricks I found. Probably going to be the longest one. If you want to flash B site, by the way, throw it like this from back here, because it'll go off right above the doorway. And if you want a better pop flash, you get in this corner, a little bit closer, and you aim like kind of in the center, because it'll go further and actually get into the site. So if someone's holding right here, it's not pop flash, it's not perfect, because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been looking for pop flashes as much as I have been looking for smokes and Molotovs, because I don't really use flashes as much as I do Molotovs. So I've just been looking for those. When I say Molotovs, I mean like Molotovs and smokes. So also, one more thing. There's a weird, like... You kind of see it, right? There's a weird gap right here. So if you're standing right here, you can actually see someone who's sat right in this corner. You can actually see them. Like, you can see their arms. So whenever you're peeking A site, be sure to get in this corner and check right here. And you can also check on the other side, obviously, because it's the same, like, geometry or whatever. I don't know why that gap exists. I hope that Valve, like, patches it. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to use this in matchmaking, and I'm going to fucking kill someone with it, and they're going to be mad as hell. And it's going to be so funny. Also, you can wallbang this shit. Not really much practical purpose, but you can do it, because you'll be hitting them in the toes. And, yeah, I'm just going to... Oh, I do have one final thing. So if you are in this corner again, you can actually Molotov off the upper area. Or wait, no. So you sit right here, you line that shit up, and then you look at this thing, whatever it is, and you throw a molly. And it blooms up there, and it'll hit people here. It won't actually get the whole area, but it'll cover most of it, like the most annoying angle. And, yeah, that's gonna do it, because I don't want to spend another, like, few hours just dicking around recording myself, just, you know, kind of, going off about all this shit. So, yeah. Oh, I guess here's another thing. You don't have to take damage. You can skate off this or, like, surf it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I'm done. Bye.